Hey guys, it's Jesse here, and I just stayed up to watch the Bills lose in horrific fashion. 8 fucking sacks every time. So, drop back, sack. Literally every single time. I was watching the same play on repeat. I think Josh Allen had a pressure rate of over 50%, and 8 sacks is the most that Josh Allen has ever been sacked in a singular game. It was a great game, but our offense was horrible. We made a good play, and Khalil Shakir fumbled. Then they got a field goal off that. Josh Allen throws a fucking boneheaded pick that results in a field goal. That's 6 points off the board. We win the game without those 6 points. Matt Prater misses a PAT on the first drive. That resulted in us having to go for it at the end of the game instead of just kicking our field goal. So, overall, it was a great game, other than the injuries, the constant flags, the constant sacks, the very little separation that our receivers were able to create. And it's been this same storyline throughout the entire season. Who's going to step up on the Bills' offense? Yes, we have people step up, but then it's like one person steps up. You don't see any receiver creating separation. Every time Josh Allen was pressured, I looked downfield because I had a perfect view. There was basically no one open. There was a few plays where there was maybe someone open, but it most likely was the third read. And when you drop back and you have a second and a half, you're not getting to your third read before you get sacked. So that's just not how it works. Josh Allen was trying to do his best and did his best to try to win the game. But all in all, he ended up throwing 2 INTs, taking 8 sacks, and he looked good, but the stat sheet doesn't say that. It's horrible to lose like that against a team with a backup quarterback. It's just horrible, you know? The Bills are not a good team. They're not really consistent. I mean, yeah, you've got some bright spots here and there, but it's like injuries. You saw Maxwell Harrison, Christian Benford, Terrell Bernard, AJ Epinesa, all at some point get hurt. Our starting right tackle or starting right guard all got hurt. Keon Coleman, once again, being a baby, he really just does not, he can't do anything, you know? He just keeps whining like a bitch, and that's why he hasn't played the past 2 games. You know, I really don't see a way we fix this. Our run defense was horrible in the first half. We allowed 20 points. It was 2016 going into halftime. I was actually feeling pretty good. But then, you know, it's like drive after drive after drive after drive. Our offense is stalling out. We go for it on 4th and 1 field goal range. We hand the ball off on a counter. A counter. Okay, let me explain a counter to you. It typically takes about a second and a half for the running back to pop out and get past the line of scrimmage. Now, do you think on 4th and 1, when you're at the Texans' 30-yard line, that you're going to have a second and a half of blocks held? No. That's why on 4th and 1, you have a 6'5" quarterback that can run just literally right into the center's ass. There is nothing else you should be calling on a 4th and 1 except for run the fucking ball with the quarterback. And then also, same thing at the final play of the game. Instead of doing a pass play, we should have just done a QB sneak on 4th and 1. But no, we do a pass, it ends up being a false start, and then it's a 4th and 6. Josh Allen fires an INT. He did have someone on the left side wide open. But anyway, Gabe Davis performed some pass interference. And Davis Mills had a relatively good game. Clean with the football. Didn't even take a single sack. And that's another thing to note, is that our defensive line created basically 0 pressure without blitz. So we have a lot to work on in preparation for the Steelers, which now I'm shitting my pants because I don't even think the Bills are going to make the playoffs, because if the Houston Texans can put up 8 sacks, I think the Steelers might be able to get into the double digits. But as always, make sure to like, subscribe. Hopefully the Bills can end up winning a game or 2 throughout the rest of the season. Maybe squeak in as the 7th seed. but all division hope has been lost because the Patriots would have to lose 3 games, which is definitely not going to happen. So, wild card team at best. Make sure to like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.